exactly it. We're about to be in 3, 2, 1, now.
Hey guys, welcome back. Just kidding,
All
just kidding.
Hello, y'all.
Did I
Hello,
mess it
y'all.
up?
Hello, y'all. We do have a new severe thunderstorm watch here for including Wichita, Ponica City, Bartlesville, Independence, Coffeyville, Patterson's, Eureka, El Dorado, Andover, and Anthony, Texas. Oh, not Texas. Oklahoma and Kansas. I almost forgot the name of the state there. Um,
Okay, buddy. The sun's already rotating in southwest Texas. Pretty much southwest Texas. Okay.
which storm? Oh,
There's a couple cells rotating, actually. Mid-level mesos. They're actually rotating. Pretty sure.
yeah, I'm watching them. So NWSs that we have are NWS Midland / Odessa, NWS San Angelo. Okay, you got a new severe thunderstorm watch from San Angelo to Wichita Falls, Oklahoma City, Elk City, Vernon, Altus, Lawton, Brady, Texas, Abilene, Texas, and Sweetwater and Snyder, Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. So if you're anywhere in this ugly brown color, I don't know why I made it such a weird color, please have your alerts ready. Have many ways to get your alerts if you are in this brown color from Kansas. From Wichita, Kansas to Oklahoma City to Altus to Wichita Falls to San Angelo, Abilene. This does have a chance of tornadoes with it. Probabilities are for tornadoes, overall tornado threat 20%. Okay, that's actually lower than I thought it would be. 5% for EF2 to EF5. The main risk is hail. There is a moderate 50% chance of 2-inch or greater in hail. Um, so we're already having storms pop off. There's very little cloud cover in Oklahoma into this part of Texas. And they added recently, I will pull this up, they added a 5% tornado risk now up here in Kansas. So if you are in Wellington, Winford, Arkansas City, Independence, Coffeyville, almost Coffeyville. If you're in downtown Coffeyville, you're in a 2%, but very close. So still have your alerts ready. Kansas and very tiny bits of Oklahoma in northern parts of Ponica City, whatever county this is. I forget the county name. We also have a 5% down here for Brady to Fort Worth, Dallas Fort Worth, metro region on the southwest side, Eastland. So if you're anywhere in this green area, you also have to be on alert from Missouri to Kansas to Oklahoma to Texas. This does include parts of this does include San Angelo, Abilene, almost Wichita Falls, Vernon, Oklahoma City. You guys are included. Joplin, Missouri. We have a 5% wind risk from Jefferson City all the way down to pretty much the Texas-Mexico border. This does include Dallas. 15% for Joplin to Brady to San Angelo, including Fort Worth, Wichita Falls, OKC, Tulsa, and we have a hatched area up here in Kansas and from Woodward, Oklahoma, all the way down to Texas. Have anything to add, Jaden?
Nope. Nothing to add.
Man, they just issued that pretty bit. That watch is very big for one of the first watches for today. So we can't ignore the winter storm part of this. If you're in North Platte, Nebraska, you guys could be seeing up to 9 inches in parts of snow. That's pretty significant. So if roads are snow covered, please stay off them. Please, in general, if you're in this part of Nebraska, northwest Kansas,
Yeah,
Kansas,
southern cell in Texas is already rotating, by the way. Broad rotation.
which radar?
The KMAF radar, Odessa, Texas.
All right. Oh yeah, very broad.
Very broad and weak, but it's our first signature area of rotation for once. Well, not for once, but to start the day.
So we have a few areas. I don't know why. We have a few areas that were real. The main area right now that we're watching is anywhere in this dark red, maroon. So that's our main area. But then as the evening goes on, we have
Wow,
these
that has a really strong upper level meso though. Look at the
what's hill?
Dis Air Force Base, Texas. I don't know how to say that town's name. DYESS, the KDYX radar.
KDYX.
On that cell that's broadly rotating. Yeah, KDYX. Upper level rotation is definitely there for
Which
both
one's
cells.
KD? Which one's KD? Oh, KDYX. That's near Abilene. Oh yeah, I definitely see that. Very broad rotation here in near just south of Odessa. No, I meant Big Spring. Yeah, Big Spring. So our first storm that we're watching today definitely won't be our last. Um, and eventually, as the evening goes on, these storms, if you're in Tulsa, Dallas, Waco, Austin, Fort Smith, Springfield, just because you guys don't have a watch right now doesn't mean you're not going to get storms later. So still be on alert. You guys still have a very significant chance of some storms later. And then for tomorrow, it just keeps moving on. The same system just moves east. So tomorrow we have a slight risk from central Alabama into Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, like Jackson, Montgomery, Dallas, Little Rock. So some Baton Rouge, Shreveport, Tyler. All you guys need to have your weather alerts ready tomorrow. Not as much today. And overnight, if you're on the west side of this risk, like Dallas, Tyler, Shreveport, Little Rock, you guys need to have them ready tonight into tomorrow. This one also comes with a large 5% tornado risk from central Alabama to eastern Texas, southern Little Rock, no, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Wind risk 15%, same areas. Hail is not as much over on the east side, it's more over here near Texas, Louisiana, Little Rock, and parts of Oklahoma. Alrighty. And on day 3 is the one that's looking most significant, as of right now. So this risk includes Charlotte, North Carolina, Charleston, Florence, Macon, Columbus, Tallahassee, parts of Jacksonville, Dothan, Wilmington, North Carolina. Now, personally, I would not be
And Savannah and Columbia. And Savannah and Columbia too.
I was about to say them. Okay. I would not be surprised tomorrow if this gets extended north into coastal North Carolina, like Outer Banks, into Virginia Beach, possibly. So we will have to keep an eye on. Models have been updated.
And then an upgrade to enhanced as possible for Georgia, South Carolina, and maybe Western North Carolina. depending on what they do, because it's looking like it's uptrending again.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, but honestly, I think if they add an enhanced, it's gonna be based off the HRRR because the HRRR is pretty good. HRRR is the best.
Now, this is not the biggest severe thunderstorm watch I've seen, but this is a pretty big, good sized one. That's for sure. You agree? This is a pretty big severe thunderstorm watch, but not the biggest you've seen.
Yeah.
The biggest I've seen is kind of in this general area. It includes Oklahoma. It was from the panhandle of Oklahoma and Texas all the way up into South Dakota. So that was the biggest one. This one's up there though. That's for sure. We have some special weather statements over here near Dallas for this cluster of some not severe thunderstorms, but stronger thunderstorms. So if you're in Dallas, Fort Worth area, McKinney. So those areas, if you hear thunder, when thunder roars, go indoors. Don't be stupid and stay outside when there is thunder and lightning. I'm trying to find this thing. Alrighty, so we're just waiting on first alert or if we get any reports. Since there's as of right now, there is no alerts. Where do you think the first severe which state do you think is going to get the first severe thunderstorm warning, Jaden?
Probably Texas, honestly.
I agree. Actually, I'm gonna put a poll.
But the first tornado warning, um, it's gonna be either Texas or Oklahoma, or not Oklahoma, Texas or Kansas. But I'm also gonna say Texas. Okay, the rotation is definitely getting tighter. By the way, on the two cells in southern Texas, it's less broad and a lot stronger. A lot
I
stronger.
just started a poll on my stream.
The rotation is a lot less broad, but way stronger.
Okay, first special weather statement for that storm. It is winds up to 40 miles per hour and penny-sized hail.
Wow, that's a strong upper level mezzo. It has 102 mile per hour gate to gate shear for upper mezzo from the Abilene radar. And then also from the San Angelo radar, you can also see way tighter rotation couplet for both cells.
And then from Odessa, you can't see anything yet. So, which, so we have, if you're just tuning in, we have a watch from Wichita. We have a watch from Wichita, Kansas, all the way down to Oklahoma and San Angelo. 1 second, guys, in chat. Sorry, guys, if you're watching the stream. Just had to tell my dogs to stop barking. Um, yeah, that thing's growing pretty fast. Yeah, it has some pretty strong upper level rotation, that's for sure. Do you see that too, Jaden, now? It- It's definitely strengthening.
They're just outside the 60s though, so they're pretty elevated. Also, I think there's a hail spike on the well, the not farthest east storm, but you know the two mature cells. I think the one that's farther east has a hail spike on it, and also reflectivity kind of shows it too. It has some pretty deep reflectivity, showing pink for me.
Yeah, it's also showing pink for me.
Pretty sure that's a hail spike right on it, on the northern side of it.
Yeah, there's definitely some hail with that storm.
Your first severe thunderstorm warning. Not gonna lie, for like at least 1 inch hail, in my opinion. I've seen storms get warned for far
I've seen,
less, like
I've
like
seen
a
a,
lot less.
I've seen the storm get a severe thunderstorm warning. Like the first storm, it was a few years ago. It was like actually like a month, a couple. It was last year, and we got a storm that had what was I gonna say? Had hail of 3 inches. It was, and it was over a populated area too.
Yeah, those cells look very elevated right now, though.
Which
I
is
know
good.
it's rotating. They look very elevated.
Which is
Also, there's some side lobe contamination on velocity for the Odessa radar in Texas.
yeah. Look at the San Angelo radar velocity.
Oh yeah, I know. I saw that. The upper level meso is definitely pretty strong.
Yeah. Okay, so we do now have an area of SIG tornado parameter around 2 in Oklahoma. Just north of Tulsa. Yeah, it's north of Tulsa. It's like Bartlesville area. We have a SIG tornado parameter of 2. Wait, right. Um, Green, can you take over for a minute just so I can go grab something?
Sure. So today there is a level 2 of 5 severe weather risk for Oklahoma and Kansas, and then also Texas. It's like a bimodal risk, so you'll have tornadoes possible in Texas and northern Oklahoma and very southern Kansas. And then there is a very conditional um, strong tornado threat in Kansas and northern Oklahoma put out by the SPC. And that's the reason why they issued a 5% in the area now. And then tomorrow, there's also, in my opinion, a more impressive severe weather threat. And I honestly think they're probably going to go 10% hatched, which means 10% chance for a tornado, a strong tornado too, in like any 25-mile radius. And then I think for Saturday, there's another severe weather risk, which they also have a level 2 right now. But I think it's probably going to go enhanced. And if the models keep trending and if they get even worse, I could even see a moderate risk, which would be our highest risk this year for the Southeast, probably including eastern Georgia, central South Carolina, and maybe parts of extreme western North Carolina, which would be mostly tornado driven depending on storm mode. I mean, if it's more linear on HRRR, which is in my opinion, the best weather model, but other people can differ from that. But yeah, 3 days in a row of at least a level 2 of 5 severe weather risk. All right.
Alrighty. Um, oh, that's a big special weather statement in Oklahoma.
I'm guessing it's for that western, so
Yeah.
it's not really.
So it's just a thunderstorm. If you hear thunder, when thunder roars, go indoors. That's what I tell everybody. And be
Okay,
smart.
that storm is rotating a lot more in Texas, and it's becoming a little less elevated. It still is elevated, but it's starting to get a hook like feature more than just being like a little blob. And then this hail core has also weakened a little bit, so it doesn't really look hail driven anymore. Not really.
Yeah.
So I would definitely watch that southern Texas cell, the farthest
Yeah,
east
I'm
one.
definitely watching. I am definitely watching that storm. It's in a very pretty favorable environment with 1,500 to 2,000 Cape in that region. Yeah, it's pretty favorable.
It's about to ingest a shower to its south and a shower to its west too, or east. I meant.
Yeah.
Bit of side lobe though contamination. I can't. I mean, the rotation doesn't overlap the where the storm meso would be, nor
Yeah.
where the CC drop would be. So that's how you know there's not a tornado on the ground. It's clear air contamination.
Yeah. I see that too.
That velocity keeps getting stronger though and tighter,
Really?
which is a little bit concerning. Although it is a little bit of side lobe contamination too.
Definitely headed though into this very, very favorable environment.
There's a shower southeast of Midland, Texas, which is also rotating. And same thing for Garden City. There's showers, but they are rotating a little bit. I'm looking from the San Angelo radar.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm gonna probably use a lot tonight. That one, Abilene, and then the one in like the northern Oklahoma one, and then the one near Frederick, Oklahoma.
And then also Wichita, the Wichita radar.
Yeah. Any radar that's in the severe thunderstorm watch, I'm pretty much gonna use a lot.
Those showers in Oklahoma and Kansas do not look organized at all.
Yeah, I could see that as well. Right. Or rainy. So if you're watching and you have if you haven't voted in that poll, please do. I want to see what you guys all think.
How many votes do you even have in that poll?
Just one.
One. Oh.
I have to go grab something. I'll be right back. Can you take over?
All right. If anything happens, I mean, I don't think I have to really say anything right now. I mean, I feel like I informed them, but I can repeat it. So yeah, there's gonna be 3 days of severe weather. Today is Southern Plains. Tomorrow's in the Deep South, and then Saturday looks like it could be the most significant day. Has a very, very, very high ceiling, but also if there's cloud cover or messy convection, um, yeah, it's probably not going to perform. So very, very high ceiling and pretty low floor too. So right now the storms in Texas are pretty discreet and are firing. Like a lot of them are actually firing, but thankfully, as of right now, none of them are surface based. They're all elevated, which means they are not capable of producing a tornado right now. Although they are rotating a bit in the mid levels, so I would kind of watch those two cells in southern Texas, southwestern Texas. Nothing much right now that I see that catches my eye or my attention. Although I'm gonna check in Oklahoma and Kansas right now too, since I know there's a couple showers. But yep, as expected, nothing that impressive. So the main focus right now is definitely southwestern Texas, where that 5% is.
Yeah. Do we have any SVRs yet? No, we don't.
Nope.
Right. So, if you're just tuning in, we have a severe thunderstorm watch from Kansas all the way down through Oklahoma City, Altus, Elk City, Lawton, through Wichita Falls, down to San Angelo, Brady's, Abilene, Sweetwater, Snyder, and Big Lake, Texas. Alright.
So far, a pretty slow start. I'm not gonna lie.
And
Pretty
we don't want
slow.
we don't want these to be in populated areas, but they're not right now. So if they can do stuff over these rural areas, I'd be fine with that. We just don't want them to go do stuff through Abilene or any town, for that matter.
Saturday might be a big problem. I'm not gonna lie.
Abilene?
No, for Saturday. Saying for the southeast. The southeast is more populated than these areas, except for Texas. Texas is very populated, but that's usually the bigger cities where people just stay in, like Dallas, Fort Worth, and then San Antonio, San Angelo, Abilene too.
Houston.
All of those. Yeah.
Actually, at the end of this month, I'll be in San Antonio and Austin, Texas. That area. So, I will be in Texas at the end of this month, so if anybody's watching from Texas and you have some recommendations in the San Antonio and Austin regions, you can put them in the chat. So, okay, people are voting. There's 3 votes that are in. So, 67% of people say Texas, and 31 person says Oklahoma. If you're the Oklahoma one and you're watching, tell me why. Why you think that? I'm curious. Why you think Oklahoma will be the first state to have a severe thunderstorm warning today? Let's see. So, if you guys are saying, okay, so somebody must have said Kansas. If you guys are saying Kansas and Oklahoma, can you tell me why? I'm curious why you guys think that Kansas and Oklahoma will have the first severe thunderstorm warning instead of Texas. I'm curious. You don't have to put it in the chat, but I would like to know why you think that. I am curious to know. I am very curious.
How many votes do you have right now? Oh, you have 9.
Yeah, there's
Mm,
9. I wonder what people are, why people think Texas. Why people
I'm
think
the only
Min.
one in your. I'm the only one in your chat right now.
That's not true.
Says there's only one watching, which is me.
It says there's 3
Oh, no,
watching.
there's 3. Now there's 3.
Um, yeah, a lot of people are saying Texas, but there are a few people that are saying Kansas and Oklahoma. There are a few people that are saying those 2 states. And if you're watching right now and you are one of those people, please, I want to know why you think that.
2 people voted Oklahoma and 1 voted Kansas.
I'm really curious if you guys are watching still. Okay, so we do have one severe, not severe thunderstorm warning. What can I call it? It's gonna be like a random state. It's gonna be like Florida that will get one. It's gonna be like Florida, the one state that we're not expecting severe weather today, which is actually kind of shocking. Usually Florida does get some random severe thunderstorm and random severe thunder. I meant random severe thunderstorm
Day as well.
Whoops. Okay. See what people are saying now. People have still said there's 9 votes in. Wrote the special weather statement here for rural Oklahoma, including the towns of Putnam, Toluga, and Oakwood. Very tiny towns. Like if you look, they're like two by two grids. Both those towns. Toluga is a bit bigger, but still very tiny towns. And we got some storms now starting to more storms firing up here in Texas. Still got that main one that's near now Colorado City. What county is this? I need to zoom into the courthouse. See what county this is. Mitchell County. So this is coming the hail core is mostly in Mitchell County.
Someone commented. You should read it out loud.
Kansas because 3,000 Cape, and because it's obviously going to produce a thunderstorm with tornadoes. Duh. Not always, but there is definitely a chance today about them.
Brett really voted Kansas. Oh well.
I mean, hey, I did ask you to put it in, but I don't think Kansas today is going to be. I don't think it's their turn today. I think it's more if you want to see a violent tornado, which I don't think we're going to have any tonight. Thankfully.
Okay, that on the so and getting a lot.
I think it's going to be in Texas or Oklahoma. Maybe.
Wait, do a cell merger? Yeah, those two cells are going to eventually merge, and it's rotating. It's rotating pretty rapidly, actually. Look at the upper level, Mezzo. Look at the Odessa, Texas radar. Very strong upper level, Mezzo.
Look at the San Angelo. You could see it too.
I saw San Angelo. I know it's rotating from there pretty well too. It's actually closer to the ground. It's like surface based now. Surface based, though. So it might actually be a surface based storm now, possibly.
Yeah.
There's a chance.
How
Still
fast,
looks a little elevated
how
though.
fast is this thing moving? Moving east at 20. So I'm gonna put a
It's gonna go through a cell merger with the southern cell.
I'm gonna put a cone on this thing and see what towns are in it. It's past 20. I don't think we're gonna have many. So if you're in Silver, it's gonna be there in 55 minutes. About. Take this as an approximation. St. Go, 82 minutes. Blackwell, 118. Fort Cavern, 123. And then I'm not gonna go past that because that's uncertain. But it's gonna be headed in the general direction of Winters, Texas. In the general direction, a bit north of there, but in the general direction of that town. Um. Okay, so somebody else voted for Texas. Hello, Paul. Alrighty. So right now, currently, if we look at the Cape, we have about 2,000 in portions of Texas, 1,000 in most of Oklahoma. Parts of Oklahoma do get up into that 1,500, and same with southern Kansas. But it's really going to be Texas and Oklahoma show. Kansas definitely could have a chance, but it's definitely not as high of a chance as somewhere such as
Now you're getting more people. You got a couple of comments. Yes, yes, sir. Money. Yep. Oh, first severe thunderstorm warning for Texas.
okay. Whoever said Texas, let me just end the poll now. End poll. Alrighty. First, severe thunderstorm warning. And this severe thunderstorm warning is for Texas. I don't think there's any really towns in it. Right? No, Sanko, Silver. If you're in either of those two little towns, Silver's a very tiny town. Not many people live there. Same with Sanko, very tiny town. But if you are in either of those two towns, which I don't think we'd have any, but if you're in any of those two towns, please get inside and away from windows. This is a severe thunderstorm.
1.25 inch hail.
This is a severe.
1.25.
Yeah, I was just about to read that. We have 1.25 inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds coming your way if you're in Sanko or Silver, Texas. So, two-inch? Somebody said? Really? There's 2-inch? Let me check, see. Let's check our hail core. Oh, yeah, we do it. Definitely have some hail in there. Definitely have some hail with this storm. Definitely a decent-sized hailer. So this is, I'm assuming, NWS San Angelo. Yeah. Because this is their viewing region. There's 2-inch hail in that storm. I do see bigger hail than 1.25, but I don't see 2 inches. There's definitely some good-sized hail in there. And now we're getting some storms to fire off just to the north of San Angelo, in their county, up near Water Valley, Texas. So if you're in Water Valley, just a heads up if you hear thunder, go inside. We also have some storms up here near Breckenridge, California. Not California, Texas. Sorry. We also have the new special weather statement up here for Benjamin, Texas. This is for 50 to 55 mile per hour winds and nickel-sized hail. That's pretty much a severe storm, but just below. We also have this special weather statement here for 40 miles per hour and pea-sized hail. But yes, we do have our first severe thunderstorm warning, and it's in Texas from this storm that we've been watching since it was near Midland. So we've been watching this one for a pretty long time. I'm curious. I'm not doubting you. I'm curious what weather app you're using. Sure, you did, Weather Watchers. Sure, you voted Texas. Sure, you voted Texas. You're just probably saying that, so you probably voted Oklahoma, knowing you. Yeah.
Maybe. Could have.
Uh, if I could, I would check your country, Portugal, Weather Watchers, but we don't have radars in
It was all
Portugal.
the way in Portugal.
Weather Watchers is in Portugal. He's from America, but he's in Portugal now. He's
He's living there?
Yeah, he's in Portugal.
Damn. Bro did not like America.
He's from North Carolina, actually.
This Saturday, it's 1984 all over. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Don't you say that.
Jokes, jokes, jokes.
Oh, you use radar scope. Oh, nice. I have radar scope on my iPad right next to me, so I'll pull that up. I was wondering what app, because I have a lot of weather apps, so I'm just curious which weather app it is. Alright, I'm pulling up Radarscope right now. Alrighty, so we have a severe thunderstorm warning here in Texas for Silver and Sanco. I think that's how you pronounce it. If I mispronounce it, tell me, because I'm not the best with names at all. I cannot pronounce any town names, so. Yeah, I have Radarscope on my iPad. I also got that for $8.99 in the Apple store. So, all right. I was just looking at seeing if we have any reports of hail from this one, but but there's none because I forgot. It's a very rural area, so we probably don't have many reporters. We actually have a spotter down here, probably coming this direction. He's in the town of. There's no town. He's right near Oak Creek Reservoir on Highway 277. Yeah, he's on 277 right now. So I wonder if we get a report from him soon. Do you have anything to say, Jaden?
No, not really.
So, there's a flash flood warning in Garford, Texas. I don't have flash flood warnings turned on. I was like, there is? Not your fault. My fault for not having it on. Where is it? There it is. Alright, I'm just gonna do flood warning. And yeah. We do have one for downtown. We have a flood warning for downtown Dallas as well. So, this does include some very heavily populated areas. Right. So we do still have about 2,000 cape, maybe just under 2,000 cape in this region. So from 1,500 to 2,000. So these are in a very favorable environment. these are in a very favorable environment, actually.
Oh, new severe thunderstorm warning, by the way, for northern Texas, northwestern Texas, kind of
All right.
almost in the Panhandle region, but not really.
So this is for
Like
1.25-inch hail. This is for Crowell and northern side of Benjamin and Truscott, Texas, which is a very tiny town. Doesn't even look like many people live here anymore. But if you're in Crowell or northern side of Benjamin, please get inside and away from windows. You have some 1.5-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds coming your way. What National Weather Service is this? Lubbock? Norman, Oklahoma? Huh? Wait a minute. This is Norman, Oklahoma? Viewing region? Did you know that?
I knew that they had a couple counties in the Red River, but didn't know it was that far.
So severe thunderstorm warning is for scattered large hail likely. With isolated large hail events up to 2.5-inch in diameter, scattered wind gusts up to 70-mile-per-hour winds possible, and they say a tornado or two is possible within Texas and Oklahoma. So there is definitely that chance. So if you're anywhere in this red box, in this maroon color, you need to have your weather alerts ready. Is there a tornado in Texas? No. There is not a tornado in Texas. My severe thunderstorm warnings are red. Just that, if you didn't know. So my severe thunderstorm warnings are red. Forgot to tell that in the beginning. Alright, starting a new poll, guys. What state is going to get the first tornado warning in the tornado risk? And yes, Missouri is included in that tornado risk. So this is number 31. Watch number 31 down here, and up here is now watch number 30. Jaden, do you have anything to add?
No, but Look at the Wichita radar right now. I think there's a fire in Wakita, Oklahoma. Wakita and Renfro, Oklahoma.
Where is that?
You'll definitely notice it. It's small. You'll definitely see it. Pretty sure that's a fire. There's no way that's not. Seems like
Which
smoke.
radar? Which radar?
Wichita.
And where is it?
Wakita, Oklahoma. Like just east of Wakita.
How do you spell Wakita? W-A.
Wakita.
Oh, that's way up north. That's near
Yeah, it's
Kansas.
right on the border, pretty much.
That's right near Kansas.
Pretty much.
Yeah, there's definitely. I'm pretty sure there is a fire there. I saw some posts on Twitter about it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, we have this little tiny cell north of Lawton, Oklahoma. I don't think it's rotating at all, though.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
It's very tiny, though.
If the cap breaks in that area, there's a chance for maybe a spin up with that cell. I know there's a 2% in that area,
Yeah.
but it's going to be close.
Yeah. It does, the 2%, I just realized, goes all the way up into Missouri.
Oh, it's moving north, east.
Alright, we just got a
It
special
was
update.
moving due east earlier. Yeah.
So that means it's going to be headed, staying in that slightly favorable and pretty unfavorable environment. The 2%.
I wouldn't say pretty favorable, but
For hail, it is.
slightly more favorable than
For hail, it is.
unfavorable. Well, yeah, for hail.
And then tomorrow, if you're watching, um, we have a slight risk from Dallas to Little Rock to Jackson, Montgomery,
There
Tuscaloosa.
actually is. There's actually pretty good mid-level rotation on that cell in Lawton, just north of Lawton,
I'll look at it in
Oklahoma.
a minute. Let me look at it now.
You can look at it from the Oklahoma City radar, the one near Moore.
Oh, yes, classic more.
Oh, it's weakened. It's in the last scan though, quite a bit actually. It's elevated though, so I doubt it gets down to the surface.
There's a little fire up there. I think there's a little fire near the little tiny town of Renfro and Wakita. Yeah, that's how you say it. Yeah, there's definitely possibly a mini fire there.
I mean, you saw a Twitter post, right? Post
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Twitter is like a wildfire. Things spread on there like crazy. We are continuing to still watch. So, we're also we have to talk about the moderate risk for flooding tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. Yeah. So we have a moderate risk for flooding. This is pretty dangerous. So if you're in Montgomery, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, no, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama, Atlanta, Georgia, major metro region in it. Two actually major metro regions, Birmingham and Atlanta. You guys both need to be on alert. If you turn around, don't drown. We don't need people driving into water that they don't know how high the water is. We also have a slight risk around that, including Greenville, Jackson, Vicksburg, Gulfport, Birmingham, Columbus, Huntsville, Asheville, Sikenna, Greenville, Augusta. So that area and Rome, Georgia, and Chattanooga, Tennessee, you guys are actually under that slight. So in that area, you don't have as high of a chance of flash flooding, but there's definitely a chance of flash flooding. So if you're in that yellow region, just be aware. And then we have a marginal risk of flash flooding from Chicago down to Dallas, New Orleans, St. Louis, Louisville, Cincinnati, Indianapolis, Memphis, Nashville, Charlotte, Columbia, Dothan, Pensacola. All you guys have a very low risk of flash flooding, but there's definitely that chance still there. We also, on day 3, still have a risk for flash flooding from Watertown, New York, through Boston, New York, Philly, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati again, Huntington, DC, Baltimore, all the way down to Jacksonville and Pensacola. And then we have a slight risk for Columbia, South Carolina, Myrtle
That
Beach.
Lawton storm. That Lawton storm better get severe thunderstorm warned for at least some hail. Has a pretty deep hail core.
Yeah. Let me see that. Let me just. I'm just gonna look at the model real quick to see how much rainfall we're expecting throughout Atlanta. We're gonna look at the HRRR. We're gonna look at the HRRR 18Z run. I'm just gonna send it to the end because HRRR has been the most accurate this year, which is usually not the case, right? No, I don't know. Last year was pretty accurate. Whoa, the HRRR's really giving Georgia a hard time. 8 inches in parts. Same with Alabama. A long band from Mississippi, from about of 5 inches through Alabama, Demopolis, south of Birmingham, Alexander City, Lagrange, into South Carolina with about 4 inches. Columbia is about 3. Atlanta is about another 3. On top of what you got earlier this week. I have to use the NAMs. Got far enough for the next for. Okay, new severe thunderstorm warning for that Lawton storm. 1.25-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds for Apache, and that's it. That's the only town. Apache, and yeah, that's it. Right. So the NAM now has me getting 3 inches. The NAM is really putting the bullseye on northern Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, northern Louisiana, with that same band going from there all the way up here into Pennsylvania, New Jersey, into New York, and even
Hold
southern
up.
Connecticut.
Hold on. That fire in Wakita, I think it's producing a pyrocumulus cloud, which is starting to erupt into a thunderstorm right now. Look at it.
Yeah, I see that. Wow.
Hold on. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to leave the call for a second.
All
I'm
right.
going to join right back. All right.
All right. Yeah, that's definitely producing some smoke. So if you're in Cadwell, Kansas, try not to be outside because you guys are gonna be hit by the smoke, and smoke from these wildfires are very bad for your lungs. So if you have to be outside, try to put a mask on. One of those like masks that you can still breathe out of, but it will protect your lungs from the smoke. Same if you're in Renfro. No, yeah, Renfro, Oklahoma. Now let's look at one more model, y'all. We're gonna look at the GFS total precip. See how much rain they want Atlanta to get. Alrighty, so the GFS wants
All right. I'm back.
alright, the GFS wants the heavy band from central Alabama into central Georgia. In right over Columbia, South Carolina, which could get 5 inches based on the GFS of rain. Severe weather. We have a severe thunderstorm warning here for Medicine Park and Apache, Oklahoma from this isolated cell. So if this thing can break the cap, small cap in place, this thing will grow. Still have some storms firing up down here near San Angelo metro region. Some of the storm headed towards Crowell, Texas. If you're watching, we have a large severe thunderstorm watch in place. We have a large severe thunderstorm warning in place for pretty much the entire county of where Caldwell is, which is what county? This is Ford County. So if you're in Ford County, get inside and away from windows. Not if you're up here, but if you're in the county seat of Caldwell. Can you take over for a minute? I'll be back.
Bro keeps dipping. But sure. Sure. I mean, right now, there isn't much action going on other than like 3 severe thunderstorm warnings, 2 in Texas, 1 in Oklahoma, 1 north of Lawton, Oklahoma, 1 northwest of Seymour, Texas, and it's southeast of Paducah. And then there's a severe thunderstorm warning just north of San Angelo, and it's heading into the 2% risk for tornadoes. Also, notice that Breckenridge, there's a cell rotating in Breckenridge, Texas, but it's only warned for a special weather statement. No severe thunderstorm warning at the time for that cell. Wow, there's actually a cell. That cell was actually exploding near Wakita. The one that just popped off
From the wildfire?
from the pyrocumulus. Yeah.
Oh,
Became
yeah.
a pyrocumulus cloud and then like blew up. Okay, then. And I guess that's what you get when you have wildfires in a
Kansas.
tornadic environment or
That's cool.
supportive for tornadoes. There's also a cell that popped up in Arkansas City, Kansas.
Sorry for a second. Oh, yeah, I see that one.
And there might be another cell trying to pop up west of Copen, Oklahoma.
Where is it?
I'm not sure if you can see it on Radar Omega because I can't, but on Radarscope I can see it. Copen, Oklahoma.
Where is Copen? Where is it?
It's like the northeastern quadrant of Oklahoma. But do you know where you know where Arkansas City is? It's like one county to the southeast of where Arkansas City is.
I see a little cell there.
Yeah.
Is it west of Copen?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it is.
Is it in the county west of Copen? If so,
Yes.
I can see that little cell. You have to use the Tulsa radar. NWS Tulsa's radar. I think NWS is like right at that location. No, they're not. NWS is probably at the airport there in Tulsa. Alright, new severe thunderstorm warning in Texas for 1 inch hail and less than 50-mile-per-hour winds here. And this is for Possum Kingdom Lake, headed towards Garford. So, if you're in Garford, heads up, you're not under the alert yet, but definitely have a chance of getting the alert. Um, alrighty. We have
Sure. I'm actually just gonna look at the cell near Sterling, Texas. Cell is actually pretty interesting. Just northeast of Sterling City. Has a pretty good hook. And then there's a cell northeast of it too. Right in its forward flank. They are rotating, but pretty broadly. Wouldn't be surprised if that southwestern cell, though, your Sterling City, um, would produce later on today because it looks pretty healthy unless it gets torn apart. Also, there's another one just north of San Angelo. That one looks healthy too, although that one isn't rotating much either.
alright. I'm back.
I don't see a tornado threat in the near future, but I would look at the two cells near San Angelo. Actually, three cells.
I will in just a hot minute.
There's one directly north, one northwest, and another one northwest. It's like a bunch of cells near San Angelo, just to its north. They all look pretty healthy. Dang, that's so in Wakita. It's heading into Kansas right now, right on the Kansas Oklahoma border. It completely blew up. You're already starting to get like a hail core. It's just starting to. That is very impressive. I'm not gonna lie. All from a wildfire. Wow.
I already have a special weather statement on that. Dang, that thing blew up fast. Apparently, this is what you get when you have a tornadic environment and wildfires. Um, yeah, wow, that thing blew up.
There's a very strong mid-level meso on three of the storms. All three of the storms north of San Angelo. They all have a pretty strong mid-level meso.
Oh yeah, especially the one near the one that has the severe thunderstorm warning. And we got special weather statements for both of them at the exact same time.
Look at tilt 4. They're all just rotating. Or you can just go back to tilt 1 and go to like the Odessa radar or the Abilene radar. You can see either way.
Especially the one due north right now of San Angelo. That one has a pretty cool hook shape on it. Pretty good hook. That's for sure. Right, they canceled the severe thunderstorm warning here in Lawton on the Lawton storm. Dang, why does the one storm that blows up have to come from a wildfire?
I know, right?
Like, come on. No, this is no. Kansas. Just okay. It is Kansas. It's always Kansas. I would not be surprised within the next few hours if we get a severe thunderstorm watch for like Austin, Texas, Dallas, Texas, and most of the rest of Oklahoma because these storms are going to start headed into that environment. Okay. Okay, Kansas. Why do you have to make a wildfire boom? Sorry if I'm being quiet, y'all. Just looking at stuff. Okay, so they just continued the severe thunderstorm warning for Caldwell, Texas, and they upped the hail. Do you see that, Jaden? They upped it to
Um,
they upped it to one
that was
point. They
right
updated
now.
it. They updated it to 1.75 on the far north Texas storm. They updated it to 1.75-inch hail. So if you're in Caldwell, bring your cars in.
Oh yeah.
You have about a minute, if it's not already hailing. Um, alrighty. So if you're in Tulsa and you're like, why don't I have a watch? Well, depends where you are in Tulsa. Parts of Tulsa actually do have a watch already. The northwest side, or it's in a different county, they already have a watch. The south side, they don't have a watch. Well, that thing is big, so if you're in Quellville, actually get into the middle of your house, away from windows and stuff. This one's definitely going to cause some hail damage to windows and cars if you don't bring your car in or something.
So apparently, already on the Kansas storm, there's a wall cloud being reported off of Twitter, and then
Can you tag me on it?
Ryan Stroll also has a wall cloud on the San Angelo storm.
Ryan Scholl. Which storm? The northern
I'm
one?
gonna send it to you. I'll paste the link in Discord
Oh, I see what
to
storm.
that one.
I see what storm he's on. Oh, that storm. Rainy. Bro, that person blocked me for no reason, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I never even talked to that person. I never even knew that person existed.
Andrew Griffiths.
I never even knew that person existed, so I don't know why he blocked me, but whatever. Oh, Reed Timmer also is on that northern storm south of Wichita.
Okay, there was a land spout in Arizona this afternoon. Okay.
It's Arizona.
And now I'm gonna send it to you on Discord.
Seriously. I'm waiting to end that poll on my server so that oh, okay, I just saw the thing on I saw Ryan Scholl's post. So, if you all are watching, we're waiting to end that poll as soon as we get our first tornado warning for the evening. And it's probably going to come out of one of two storms. Oh, the Kansas storm that started from a wildfire. That one, or it's going to come out of one of the San Angelo storms. We have to watch and see which storm decides to cause a tornado first, or a tornadic warning to be issued. So, we are just constantly waiting on which storm produce. So, if you're just tuning in, we have a severe thunderstorm watch here from southern Kansas, south central Kansas / southeastern Kansas through central Oklahoma into north central Texas and central Texas. Okay, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Chochite, a hunt, Chill, Leak, Othe, Texas, Canaan, Texas, and that's it. I don't see any more towns. Oh, and Caldwell. It was continued for you guys. This is for 1.25 inch size hail and 60 mile per hour winds. So, the entire Oklahoma City metro, not about 75% of Oklahoma City metro regions under the gun for some severe weather, including tornadoes. Just two counties are not. And that's where the county of Shawnee is and the county of Chandler is, which those counties' names are, I don't know. Lincoln County and uh, Potawatomi. I think that's how you say it. Counties in Oklahoma.
Holy side lobe on that storm north of San Angelo. The one north of the one north of San Angelo.
Yeah, it's
The one
probably
with the
because
DPL core signature.
oh wow.
Holy side lobe.
Yeah, dang. That's a lot of side. Oh boy. That is definitely a lot. That is for sure a lot of side load. We got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Santa Ana and Coleman, Texas. This is for 1.25-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Alright, guys, I'm just going to do something real quick.
If I thought the side load wasn't bad enough, it got even worse. Wow. Of course. Of course. Isn't the cell just northeast of San Angelo is doing the right split? No way.
Oh, wow.
That cell northeast of San Angelo actually looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Northeast, up near Santa Ana and Coleman.
Yeah.
There's so many chasers here in Kansas. Holy Lord. Look at that cell near Crownville, Texas. That's a pretty good looking cell, too. Alrighty. So we have a few severe thunder. If you're just tuning in, we have a few severe thunderstorm warnings here in Texas. One up here near Quanwell, and Kahana, one down here near Coleman and Santa Ana, one down here near Robert Lee, but not including Robert Lee, and one over here near Gafford, not including Gafford.
There's actually a lowering on the storm that has contamination, the one north of Robert Lee. Interesting. I'm gonna send it to you.
Yes, please. Um, so if you guys are anywhere within this maroon color, please have many ways to get your alerts. Local news, people on YouTube like us, National Weather Service, weather radios. If you're in Kahana or Conwell or north of Vernon, you guys need to be inside and away from windows if you're in this red polygon. Also, if you're in this red polygon, which is just west of Gafford, Texas, you guys need to be inside and away from windows. If you're in this polygon, which includes Coleman and Santa Ana, you need to be inside and away from windows. If you're in this polygon, which is just north of Robert Lee, Texas, you need to be inside and away from windows. This includes Fort Chadburn and Oak Creek Reservoir.
I'd really watch that. So northeast of San Angelo.
And it's headed towards Santa Ana.
Mm-hmm. That hook has look at tilt 4. It has a really strong upper level. So if that gets surface based later tonight, you probably will. That can cause a few problems. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that one's definitely gonna be one to all these little cells right here near north of San Angelo are some stuff to watch.
I'm waiting for the next scan on that cell. It's gotten a little bit stronger. That Lawton cell has completely killed itself in Oklahoma.
Yeah, that one.
I think that I think they've got the Wakita fire under control now. Doesn't I don't see it on radar anymore.
Yeah, me neither. Um,
It definitely looks like the one near San Angelo's might be trying to get into tornado genesis. It's trying to clear its inflow notch out, and it's also the dominant storm further south. I'm definitely watching that one. Actually, let me see what risk it's into and the dews in the area. I'm going to check on mesoanalysis real quick. Oh, yeah. It's definitely in a favorable environment. It has 63 dew points. And it's the only real cell not elevated for the most part. That one could get surface based really soon.
yeah, so that could be our first tornadic storm.
It's a environment too. About to enter the 5% area.
And we have a pretty big town in that region of Brownwood.
Should honestly be severe thunderstorm warning. Don't know why it isn't.
I think it's different NWS office.
Oh yeah, that's a really strong mid-level mesocyclone from the out Abilene radar.
Yeah, I can see it. I
That
also
Blackwell cell is more elevated and dying.
the what one?
The Blackwell storm, the one north of it.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for. This now includes you guys in Gafford. So if you're in Gafford, please get inside and away from windows. If you're in Salesville, Per Perrin, all those towns, you guys need to be in your not in shelters. I meant in your houses, not outside. There's the word. Um, Hello. Stop it, Mr. Top Fan. I'm gonna time you out now, Mr. Top Fan. Mm-hmm. 10 seconds. Oof. So this still has no severe storms as of right now. The storm looks like it's dying. That was near Cadwell that rapidly intensified from the wildfire. So that storm has since died. Now we're watching these ones down here in Texas. I have Twitter pulled up. Alrighty.
I'm guessing we probably still don't see a tornado if we even get one for like the next 20 minutes, based on what I'm seeing, unless that um, storm northeast of San Angelo takes advantage of its environment. But it's not really, yet, just yet. Yep, that storm northeast of San Angelo is trying to wrap up. It looks like. See an inflow notch building, and also velocity has increased to its south a little bit. Just probably trying to feed on the shear right now. Trying to rotate.
We have Vince Willotti on that storm.
Whale team out.
We have coverage. That's not our issue.
My dogs are barking.
You might what? Alrighty. Alright. you are watching right now. We have storms popping off down here in Texas, headed into the more favorable environment right here. They're headed east. We have this little storm up here that's headed east towards that DFW. This one that's headed north, east. Same with this one that's headed northeast towards Wichita Falls. If you are in Santa Ana or Coleman, please stay inside and away from windows. If you're in Fort Cavern or Sanko, please stay inside and away from windows. If you're in Grafford, please stay inside and away from windows. If you're in Canana, please stay inside and away from windows. Here, oh, you're muted. Um, thing's definitely not popping off as fast as we thought it would. This one's headed into more of a populated area, the one near Grafford. This one's headed towards north side Dallas suburbs, which includes Denton, very heavily populated region of the USA. So, second. 1 second, y'all. Alright. So, son, if you put a track on it, it's gonna. If you're in Altus, Oklahoma, just have your weather radios ready as well, as you do have a storm headed towards you, guys. coming from the south, heavy DBZ. There is some big hail with this storm, most likely. Not as much on this radar, closer radar, but they're still in the 60s DBZ for that one, which is like hail. Alrighty, so we have some severe weather storms. If you're just tuning in down here near Santa Ana, Coleman, if you're in either of those two towns, please stay inside and away from windows. If you're in the town of Fort Cavern, Oak Creek Reservoir, and Cinco, please stay inside and also away from windows also. Canaan, Chipotle, please stay inside and away from windows. And Bradford, Texas. Please stay inside and away from windows. All those towns I just mentioned are in Texas. Yes. What's your question? Chris, what's your question? You may ask it.
All right, I am back. Nothing has happened, right?
No, just some more severe thunderstorm warnings, continuations. Nothing much you missed.
Well, looks like all the
Alright,
cells in North Angelo
severe,
are out. And
new severe thunderstorm warning for Winters, Texas. I will be right back. Can you take over for like a hot minute? Thank you.
oh. Well, yeah. There's a new severe thunderstorm warning for Winters, Texas, just like you said, and then later today there should be an increased tornado threat. There is a 5% chance of a tornado within any given point in that radius, for every 25 miles. But yeah, most of these storms look elevated right now, and they don't look like they're going to produce a tornado as of right now. Nothing concerning at all.
Alright, I'm back.
All right, I'm going to be right back again. All right. Won't take that long.
So we have a new severe thunderstorm warning for winter. This is for a weaker storm. 0.88 inch size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. We still have one for Coleman and Santa Ana. One for up here near Fort Catterburn. We have one up here near Grafford, Texas, and one up here for Canaan, Texas. Weatherford, Texas, and Shreveport, Louisiana for tomorrow. Okay, so Weatherford, Texas. Oh, so you are near you're near Dallas. Okay. Yeah. So right here near Dallas, you guys are gonna see you're gonna see a tornadic threat later on tonight into the evening hours. You guys do have a slight risk. You guys do, I'm pretty sure, have a 5% tornado risk for tomorrow morning, like early AM hours. No, you guys have a 2% tomorrow and a 2% today in Dallas. But in Weatherford, you have a 5% today. So if you're in Weatherford, you do need to have your weather alerts ready. So it depends where you are. If you're on the north side, you still have to have your weather alerts. Anywhere in this green or brown, you have to have your weather alerts ready. But if you're really on the south side, that's where the greatest threat is for you guys in Weatherford. Downtown has a pretty good threat too, with the 5%. North side about 2%, but still a chance. Now wind, you guys have a 15%, which is a level 2, So lower end, but there's still definitely that chance of some damaging winds. Hail, you guys also have a 15% for hail. So you guys have a chance for hail and damaging winds and tornadoes tonight. So you have all threats. Shreveport, Louisiana, they have a slight risk tomorrow, a 5% tornado risk, just like Weatherford, the entire northern half of Louisiana. Wind, 15%, and hail, 15% SIGs. That means you could see 2-inch diameter or greater. And on day 3, you have nothing. So, no need to worry on day 3.
All right, I'm back, by the way.
Alrighty. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Bellinger, Texas. This is for 1.25-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds.
The urge to check the HRR right now, super high.
Why, for you mean?
Yep.
I'm going to check composite reflectivity. It's only on the 22Z, though. Should I check 21Z?
Sure.
It only goes out till tomorrow. Definitely have a decent amount of isolated cells popping up. It has more in the way of heavy rain for Weatherford and some thunder and lightning and maybe some damaging winds. And Shreveport gets some thunderstorms early, morning convection, heavy rain, thunderstorms. And then in around 10 a.m., you guys get another round in Shreveport. And that's as far as out as I can check. So when do you think we're gonna get our first tornado warning? And what state you think?
Based on right now, it looks like Texas, and probably around 7 to 7:30. It's gonna still be like another 30 minutes, probably. All these storms seem very elevated right now. The ones in southern Texas look healthy, but still elevated. So
Oh, okay. New severe thunderstorm warning for 1.75-inch hail for Altus, Oklahoma, East Duke, El Dorado, Oklahoma. So if you're in any of those towns, you have a few minutes to half an hour until you. If you're in Altus, you have about 20 minutes. So get your cars inside. 1.75-inch hail can destroy your car. So get inside and get. Oh my. Do you see the DBZ on that? Jaden,
I'll check.
it's almost 80.
I will.
No, not 80. It's almost 70 in the
For
core of
me,
it.
it's 72.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's huge. Um, alrighty.
I'm gonna check the environment because something is happening that I don't know about. Because all of these are elevated.
Yeah, you go check the info. Why does Oklahoma have 2,000 Cape in it ahead of this one storm? Near Altus has 1,000 has 2,000 Cape over it in Altus. So that's definitely significant.
So my thing is glitching now. Nice. Not gonna lie, Kansas and Oklahoma right now kind of looks like it's gonna bust.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree though. Texas is doing okay. Not the tornadic part, but
Very large wall cloud, by the way, on the Bellinger, Texas storm.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Bowling Green, Texas?
No, Bellinger.
Oh, a big what?
Unless it's like Ballinger.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I honestly don't know. Okay, Mr. Top Hat, we know we have a cap in Oklahoma. We knew that from the beginning.
Yeah, buddy. We already knew that.
We already knew that. But we do, it's it's definitely building Cape up. So
Another mixed county voting.
yes, we know. We do now. We do.
Yeah, we totally didn't know. It's like surface analysis is lying. Mesoanalysis is lying, right? We
Yeah.
didn't know. Actually, I'm going to check the dues up there.
Yeah, just about to check that
40s
right
and
now.
50s. They're in the 40s and 50s.
So second offense.
Might be not.
Mr. Topping gets a second offense. Alright. Wow, this storm coming towards Altus, Oklahoma is a very big hailer. So if you haven't, please vote in the poll. See who voted Kansas. Who voted first tornado warning Kansas?
Imagine they're right, though.
No, it's gonna be Missouri calling it the one state that nobody voted for.
Nah, Texas got it. Imagine if we have 0 tornado warnings today. Imagine.
Watch, it's gonna be like in Florida or something. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Bro takes a lot of breaks. Takes a lot of breaks.
That's California. I swear. Hmm. If it's California,
Nah, not again.
I swear it's California.
Not again. Not again. Not again.
They have severe thunder. They have a special weather statement storms. They have storms over there. It's either gonna be California, Texas, or Florida. Florida always, for some reason, has to set off a storm. That I think there's no storms throughout the entire state of Florida, which is very rare.
I don't see any special weather statements in California
There are special weather statements in California.
because I'm using
There are
radar
special
scope. So, radar scope.
There are special weather statements.
Yeah, near Los Angeles and Santa Clarita, and then near Santa Barbara. Yeah, those are not producing that. Definitely not.
If somebody votes Missouri, I'm going to find out who that is. There's got to be a way that I could find out who voted in for Missouri. Alrighty, so if you vote for Missouri, Mr. Top Fan, I don't. Just don't. I just put it there because they have a 2%. I don't think they're gonna get any. If I see one vote, I already know who it is. It's Mr. Top Fan. It's gotta be. It should be untimed out now, Mr. Top Fan. You could probably chat now.
You timed him out.
Yeah, because he was being annoying.
That's kind of crazy.
He votes Missouri. Bruh. No way he voted Missouri. No. No way he voted Missouri. Okay.
Did he actually?
Well, look at the poll. You'll see.
Wait, two people voted Missouri. Two people voted Missouri.
Okay. Mr. Top Fan, I know you have an alt account. I know you have an alt.
And then someone else.
I know Mr. Top Fan has
Buddy is trolling.
bro definitely has an alt account. Okay, just admit it, Mr. Top Fan. You have an alt account. Well, yeah, you were being annoying for voting for Missouri. 10%. No, it's 9% now. Mr. Topham, you're wrong. It's 9%. It is 9%. You're wrong. I'm right. No, you didn't, Mr. Topham. You did not vote for Texas. You did not vote for Texas. Nuh-uh. No way, Jose. Well, yeah, it's changing probably because you're voting for people. You're probably using your alts. People keep voting for Oklahoma. Who's voting for Oklahoma?
He
Who voted for
swears he got
Oklahoma?
on an alt. See, he did get on an alt.
Who voted for Oklahoma?
Is that the most? Is that the most likes you've had, by the way? 21.
No, there was one stream where I got like 30.
Oh, really? Who? Okay, somebody's voting for Oklahoma. It's gotta be Mr. Topham. I'm gonna look through all your videos just to see if you got 30.
Okay.
So far,
How is Oklahoma at 35%? No way Oklahoma is gonna get it faster. Okay, we just got a severe thunderstorm warning in California. California, it's not. Mr. Topham, I told you not to jinx it. Mr. Topham totally jinxed it. I'm calling it.
bro jinxed it, of course.
My
No, it says that is your most liked video. Actually, this one
well,
says your second most liked with 21 likes. So you actually just broke it. No way. Your most viewed video was 457 views.
you mean live stream, not video.
Oh yeah, live stream.
Okay, at least no one's voting Kansas. Bro, how does Texas keep going down? Who keeps voting for Oklahoma?
They probably think it's gonna tornado.
I don't think Oklahoma's gonna be the first one
It's
to tornado.
Oklahoma. Yeah, it's probably Texas.
So people.
Half of you guys are right. Whale cheese on that storm. San Angelo.
Oh, it's not even half anymore. People that are voting. 41.
He's definitely getting on his alts. There's no way he went from 23 votes. Sure, your friends are voting for Oklahoma. You just made alts. You had like 6 alts, hopped on all of them, and voted Oklahoma.
25 likes. Could we hit 30? Question mark? I'm not asking for them. I'm just curious.
26 now? No way.
No,
He only has 1 alt. That's a lie.
that's a lie, Mr. Topham. I remember you showing me your phone. You have like 5.
His friends joined live just to vote Oklahoma. They all left.
Can we not let California have a severe thunderstorm warning? Thank you. Oh, severe thunderstorm warning in
Mm.
Kansas.
No way. Finally?
Oh, Oklahoma might beat Texas. No way, Oklahoma and Texas are tied. Oklahoma and Texas are tied. No way.
It came back.
Bro has
Hey,
2
you
0.
should just
Bro has 2
you
0.
should just end the poll. You should just end the poll right now before people get out of hand and make Oklahoma win.
No, I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna let it go until we get our first tornado warning. I have to. That's why I said when I first started the poll.
You're right. Just let them be wrong, right? Oh, for real.
Right, people. If you keep voting, oh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna be right back in like 3
Somebody
minutes.
voted Texas. Okay, it's between Texas. Okay, Kansas and Missouri are pretty much out. Kansas and Missouri are. There is 2. I see one. Weather Squad 2, and then the other one, which I'm not gonna say because it's your name. Don't lie, you just sent me a photo, Mr. Top Fan. I was playing Poppy Playtime. No way, bro, is playing Poppy Playtime. Oh, Mr. Top Fan, don't tell your. Don't. Mr. Top Fan, who. Did you vote Missouri? You voted Missouri. You voted Missouri. Because it just went up. Okay, that's too far. 10-second timeout. 10 seconds. Being Mr. Tuffin. Okay, Mr. Tuffin, how many of your friends came on? Your supposed friends? Because why is Oklahoma winning? Why is Oklahoma winning now? Mr. Tuffin, why would you let Oklahoma win? No, you don't. You don't gotta go back to Okay, they're tied. Okay, Mr. Tuffin, did you tell another person to vote for um Oklahoma? Not Oklahoma, Missouri. Because why did Missouri just go up? No, it doesn't. It says you're playing Lunar Client. It doesn't. Nope, you're not playing Poppy Playtime. Um, um, we still have this severe thunderstorm warning here in we still have the severe thunderstorm warning here down here in Los Angeles County, California. We still have the severe thunderstorm warning for Altus, Oklahoma, and East Duke, Oklahoma, and we have a new severe thunderstorm warning. Our first tornado possible tag. Okay, of course, Jaden missed this, but
I'm back.
you just got back at a perfect timing because we just got a tornado possible tag SVR in Kansas.
Oh, in Kansas. All right then. Oh, I definitely see that.
Yeah, so we have like 4 possible now.
Still looks a little bit like side lobe to me, but all right.
What National Weather Service is this? Wichita.
Yeah, honestly, it looks like side lobe. Let me check from the other radar. Yeah, that's definitely side lobe. Okay. Okay. How was that one the first severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag?
I
How?
don't know. I don't know. Also, we still have that severe thunderstorm warning in California. Also, it doesn't say you're playing Poppy Playtime, Mr. Top Fan. Still, stop lying and watch the stream. Because California had a severe thunderstorm warning before Kansas. We have 38 votes, and Texas and Oklahoma are tied.
Of course they are.
Also, Missouri is ahead of Kansas because Mr. Top Fan had to vote for that and bring all of his friends to vote. Also, we
Of
hit 30.
course.
Also, we hit 30 likes. Righty. Righty. So, I don't know how in a million years California will get a severe thunderstorm warning before Kansas, but when Kansas actually has a severe thunderstorm risk and California doesn't. Like, California, what are you doing? They barely even have a general thunder. Oh, we got a tornado warning somewhere. Go, Kansas. First tornado warning of the day. So, most people are wrong, apparently. Oh, it is Kansas. So only 5% of people are right who voted.
I was right. Yep.
Totally not. There's definitely some good. Maybe
You
some
were. Dude, don't act like you were. Don't lie.
if you are in Caney, Nitito's, Havana, or Tyro, Kansas, please get in your shelters immediately because you do have a tornado warning.
Actually, not side lobe for once, too. Crazy. Pretty large meso, too. Not gonna
How
lie.
many chasers do we have on this? Not many. Of course, it's Kansas with the first tornado warning. Why? Just no. We get another one, and it's in California. I am literally going to end the stream if it's in California.
Oh my! There's a huge wall cloud on that Kansas storm. That's tornado warned. Massive wall cloud.
Can you send me a photo?
All right. I will send you the link in the Discord.
Send it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. That's big. Okay. Bro, it's side. Lobe. Why tornado wanna... Bro, Mr. Toffin, there's a wall cloud. We have wall cloud reports.
Bro does not know what he's talking about. It was side lobe, but not anymore.
Now we actually
You were
have...
listening to what I was
now-
saying earlier.
Now we
But
actually
yeah,
have confirmed wall cloud. So they should probably continue this tornado warning if there's a wall cloud still to include Coffeyville.
Reed is on the storm with that wall cloud. I'm gonna watch this stream for a bit just to see if it does anything.
Okay. So I think if you're in Coffeyville, Kansas, you don't have to be in your shelters. If you're in Coffeyville, Kansas, you don't have to be in your shelters right now, but just have a plan because this thing is pretty much pointing right at you. So if you're in Coffeyville, please have a plan. You don't have to be in your shelters yet. Just have a plan. New severe thunderstorm warning for northern Oklahoma, including Cherokee and Nagasaki. No, not Nagasaki. That's Japan. One that looks like it. I can't say names. But Cherokee, Oklahoma, you need to be inside and away from windows since this is a severe thunderstorm warning.
Looks like it says Nescatunga.
I'm not going to try to pronounce it because I'm going to butcher it really badly. I know hilarious how bad I butcher names. It's kind of sad as well. Wait a minute, is this the starting of the Boeing segment up here in near Fort Scott, Kansas?
Maybe.
If you're just tuning in, we have a tornado warning for Havana, Neotes, Tyro, and Canny, Kansas. So, if you're in any of those towns I just mentioned, please get inside and away from windows.
I'm gonna send you another
Okay,
link
new
of the wall.
tornado warning. A continuation of the tornado warning for Oklahoma. So if you're in Cotton Valley, Oklahoma, please get into your shelters immediately. So Oklahoma's the second state to have a tornado warning. Yeah, there's a pretty large wall cloud on this one storm. What did you send me?
The wall cloud.
Oh, another image?
Um,
I would show
huge.
it. I would show it, but I don't have permission.
Yeah, I know.
Wait a minute. Maybe I can ask. I can ask for permission, right? Yeah. I just have to scroll down to when I last asked somebody for my permission, for their permission. Permission. It was kind of a long time ago when we were last live. Wow. It was longer ago than I thought. All right, there you go. So let me just. All right. So I just asked him.
All right.
All right. We just had that one tornadic storm, which is good. But unfortunately, it's headed towards a very populated area.
Mesoscale discussion. Another one from Texas to Oklahoma. I'm gonna send it to you in the Discord again.
Oh yeah, I saw that. What's it saying?
It just says concerning severe thunderstorm
Wait a minute.
watch.
I can access it on Radar Omega. Let me see.
It hasn't popped up on mine yet.
It popped up on mine. I just had to turn messages on. Summary: Hail continues to be the primary risk with these storms. That's literally what it says. Summary.
Okay.
Got a new flash flood warning for DFW metro region.
There might be a really big wall cloud on the Texas, one of the Texas storms. Let me see where it's at. Brownwood. It's northeast of Brownwood, Texas.
Hmm. 'Cause
lots of rotation. That should be. I don't know. I don't think it should be tornado warned just yet,
But definitely,
but
if you're
definitely
in
severe thunderstorm warned with tornado possible.
if you're in Comanche, Texas, just heads up, you're kind of in the path, in the general path. New severe thunderstorm warning out here including Polar, Caudelge, Justisburg, Texas. That's for 1 inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Alrighty. So I think they should definitely put a tornado possible tag on that storm near Brownwood to include Comanche, Texas. But I don't think they will because it's not that storm. I don't think is above severe limits. We have a small line coming in towards the Oklahoma City metro region. You see that?
Let me see. Yeah, I see it. I do see it.
So if you're in Oklahoma City, El Reno, Edmond, Moore, Norman, just heads up, you might see some thunder and lightning in this, unless this goes severe. I have one spot on the way far west storm in western Texas near Post, Texas. Oh, Post is famous. Didn't they move their entire town because of a tornado that hit them? Post, Texas.
I think so. Also, that tornado warned cell in Kansas might go through a cell merger pretty soon. There's a cell to its west.
There's a cell to its west. Which storm?
Tornado warned storm.
Oh yeah, there is a storm. There is a storm to its west. Hmm.
Reed has a funnel, by the way, on his stream.
Alright, I'll pull it up on my iPad. Read Timmer. I'm assuming yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Search. Read. Timmer. Live. Turn down my volume. Because so Reed Timmer has a storm a cell on this storm. A funnel on this storm. I'm not sure which, but yeah, so this storm if you're in Coffeyville, it's time to start having a plan. I know you guys are not under a tornado warning yet, If you're in Coffeyville, Kansas, just have a plan. It does not hurt to have a plan. That's for sure.
Looks like it's getting a funnel again.
Yeah, it is. All right, if you're in Coffeyville, if you don't have a plan already, get a plan. Have a plan ready, just in case you guys happen to get a tornado warning. Right, new severe thunderstorm warning for Kansas and Missouri now. So if you're in Liberal, Missouri, get inside and away from windows. If you're in Arma, Mulberry, or Fort Scott, Kansas, get inside and away from windows. And also, if you're in North IDGE, please get inside and away from windows. North IDGE in California. Northridge. I meant Northridge. If you're in Northridge, California, please get inside. It's near San Fernando. So please get inside and away from windows. If you are in Hobart, Lone Wolf, Magnum, Granite, please get Oklahoma. Please get inside and away from windows. If you are in, there's no towns. If you're in east of Post, please get inside and away from windows. 1 second. Alright, I am back.
By the way, there's more cells popping up in Texas. It's actually a bunch of them popping up now.
West, east.
Western Texas.
Oh yeah, I see those. Well, I'm focused on this tornadic storm. But they definitely need to continue this tornado warning. So if you're in Coffeyville, most likely a tornado warning is coming. So yeah, this tornado warning expires in 1 minute, which they're probably gonna continue it. So if you're anywhere in this, if you're in Cairo, stay in your shelters once this expires. They're gonna probably try to continue it. So do you think they're gonna continue the tornado warning, Jaden?
Definitely, there was a funnel cloud
Okay.
reported just a couple.
Speaking of the devil, so if you're in Coffeyville, it's your time to get into your shelters. Coffeyville, get into your shelters now. Cairo, stay in your shelters. If you're in Avian, get in your shelters. South Coffeeville, you are right outside that tornado warning, so I recommend you guys probably also getting into your tornado shelters. So, Coffeeville, very big town. So, it is time to get into your shelters. So, yeah, we do in fact have a tornado warning for Coffeeville, Kansas, which is a very big town. So,
Reed has a bull funnel cloud in his stream
yeah,
right in front of him. By the
I definitely see that. Wow.
yeah.
So, this is definitely getting concerning now that if this does touch down, there's a pretty big town in the path of it, right? Didn't.
By the way, there's a near Mango, Oklahoma. That looks pretty interesting too. Semi discreet,
What
and it
town?
could produce something. Mangum,
Oh, yeah,
Oklahoma.
I see that.
The one you, yeah.
And then we have this it's not severe, but there is a strong line of thunderstorms coming towards Oklahoma City. So if you're in El Reno, you
Although
guys
it just congealed, so it might just be ingested by this line. It's gonna
yeah.
be one big mess.
All right, the severe thunderstorm warning in California has officially expired. Add California to the list of states I've covered on March 7th of 2024. Not often to say that, but okay. It's California. What do you expect? Um, so oh, if you're still watching, we have a tornado warning for portions of Coffeeville. Also, new severe thunderstorm warning in California. This is for Glendora, San Dimas, La Verne. So if you're in any of those towns, please get inside and away from windows. This is headed into the mountains. So
So rotating southeast of Lubbock.
oh yeah, that sounds
Look,
that sounds very isolated, too. Oh yeah, that's definitely some
Yeah,
broad rotation.
might be something to watch in the next hour.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not in the best environment right now, but it will be in like an hour or two.
So I will have to have you take over from like 7:30 to 7:45 because I have to do some homework. But so I will have you take over from that time period about starting exactly at 7:30, but then approximately 7:45 at the latest. Got it?
Right.
So this is for again, if you're just tuning in, we have a tornado warning for downtown Coffeyville, Kansas. This is a very big town, so we are watching this very carefully. This is not a new area for us to cover. We've covered this area more than just a few times. This is head pretty much directly towards Coffeyville. So if you're in, again, if you're, I know I sound like a broken record, but if you are in Coffeyville, you need to be in your shelters now. So this is, we still have this rotating storm out here in the middle of nowhere, just north of, what is that town name? Justiceboro. That's a really tiny town. Wow. Justiceboro, Texas. It's a severe thunderstorm warning right now for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Okay. Wow. We still have a tornado warning. Okay, so now if you're in South Coffeyville, Oklahoma, and Noxie, Oklahoma, you need to be in your shelters now. You guys have a tornado warning now.
And by the way, there's a cell east of Fairfax, Oklahoma.
Where's Fairfax?
Northwest of Tulsa.
Oh yeah, I see that. It's really tiny. Like, could definitely pop off. This area has been untouched today in an untouched environment. These storms here that are coming into Oklahoma City are going to bring some some bit of wind and a bit of hail. They're not severe yet, but
Now Lubbock storm is looking better. The one southeast of Lubbock.
oh yeah, that's really isolated too. Definitely have to watch. And don't forget, we still have if you are just tuning in, we have a severe thunderstorm warning for Glendora, San Dimas, and La Verne, California. So definitely have some severe thunderstorms there in California. Reed Timmer's camera just went down. So
Of course. Of course.
looks like we have a good storm here in Arizona. I'm seeing pictures on Twitter. Yep, there it is. Small storm here in Arizona coming into north side Phoenix shortly. Okay, so we still have a tornado warning for Coffeyville, Tyro, South Coffeyville, and Cotton Valley, Oklahoma, and Kansas. It's right on the border. Still got a severe thunderstorm warning down here in southern Texas near Brownwood. New severe thunderstorm warning for Mountain View, Oklahoma. Oh, it's right on the border, so it could go back and forth between Kansas and Oklahoma. This one, if it's on the ground, which I don't think it is. No, it's not. So, all right, Jaden, you got this from here.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna mute.
I'll let them know if anything happens. Actually, is a severe thunderstorm warning heading into Missouri now, so I would pay attention to the weather, fellas, in Sheldon, Liberal, Arcadia, near those areas in Missouri, because there is like a Boeing segment, pretty strong winds and potentially larger hail, like an inch size hail, and then that tornado warning does continue for Kansas into Oklahoma near. Well, let me check. Coffeyville and South Coffeyville for Oklahoma. There's also a severe thunderstorm warning in let me see, east of Post, Texas, which is southeast of Lubbock, and that severe thunderstorm is actually rotating. So I would watch that, especially because it's isolated. And then in southern, well, not really southern, but central Texas, there's a couple storms that are like congealed, pretty messy storm mode down there. Mostly elevated, so I wouldn't be worried for a tornado threat, but there is a cell to the south that I think is rotating. Yeah, a little bit near Santa Ana. But it looks like side lobe for the most part, so I wouldn't worry too much about a tornado threat with that cell. We're in southwestern Oklahoma, but I think that's really just a hail threat. Nope, there's now flooding being reported for the Dallas-Fort Worth region, so I would stay off the roads right now because some roads are flooded. There are reports of vehicles stranded and roads closed, so stay off the roads in Fort Worth and Dallas. Later, tomorrow and after tomorrow, there will be a chance for another round of severe weather, but not for the same areas. Tomorrow, it should be East Texas, extreme southeastern Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, potentially southwestern Tennessee, which I don't really think has a large threat. And then western Georgia and the western panhandle of Florida. And then for Saturday, which I think has the highest ceiling to be the worst part of the outbreak, at least tornado wise, depending on what models say about a discrete mode or the timing of the event, it looks like there could potentially be a higher echelon outbreak for tornadoes for eastern Georgia into central South Carolina and western, west central North Carolina. Right now, it looks pretty severe for the area, but things can change, so it could honestly look worse or it can downtrend because we have seen that before. And then for Louisiana, Mississippi, another tornado threat for you guys too. But I think it's more of a conditional threat for like strong tornadoes if updrafts can be sustained because the lapse rates are lower, although in recent model runs for the HRRR, there have been, or not there have been, it looks like the lapse rates will be higher than first anticipated when the HRRR first came into range. So I would watch for a conditional strong tornado threat in Louisiana, Mississippi, and potentially Alabama, even into the Florida Panhandle. And then there's still a pretty good tornado threat for East Texas, Arkansas, and Alabama, and even into western Georgia. But yeah, honestly, I think Saturday is the most concerning day, depending on how it plays out. If we have a more linear mode, then I won't be as concerned. But the NAM and the RAP models right now show a pretty potent type of severe weather setup for the southeast. So as of right now, it definitely catches my eye the most. It's the most concerning. And by the way, there is a severe thunderstorm warning now north of Oklahoma City. So get into your safe spot if you have to. And just get in your house. Don't go outside. It is hailing. There is a hail report. It's only pea size, but I wouldn't recommend going outside as it's pretty windy and it is hailing. That's southeast of Lubbock, near Jayton, west of Jayton, Texas. Looks like it's rotating pretty strongly in the lower levels, and it's going southeast right now, east southeast. So if you're south of Jayton and north of Snyder and Rotan, Texas, I would get in my safe spot in case of a tornado or even strong winds and large hail. But I don't think there should be a tornado threat. It's just possible as of right now. Wait, that's so. So that's tornado warning so in Kansas right now. That one looks like it's going through a cell merger right now, but it has weakened. But cell mergers are usually better for storms to create larger updrafts. So your tornado chances might increase after the cell merger is over with. So I would definitely watch the storm if I was in Liberty, Coffeyville, South Coffeyville, and later towns coming up potentially are Edna and Altamont, Kansas. So I would definitely watch this storm. All right.
So, oh, they just expired the tornado warning for Coffeeville. I see that.
Mm-hmm.
Any other severe thunderstorm warnings in the 9 minutes I was going?
Yes, there's one north of Oklahoma City now,
Oh, all right. Did you already cover
and there's
anything?
a flash flood warning in Dallas Fort Worth area.
There's a what?
Flash flood warning for the
Oh,
Dallas
okay.
Fort Worth area.
I saw that before.
That Lubbock so keeps getting stronger. By the way,
In rotation standards?
slowly but surely. Slowly but surely.
Does Lubbock have its own NWS office?
I'm pretty sure it does.
Here, let me just scroll around the airport and see if they do. They're usually like right near the airport, right?
Yeah.
I don't see one near the airport.
By the way, that storm near Canyon, Kansas, is going through a cell merger right now.
I can just look on the warning. Of course, they don't put it. Like what? What storm is going through a cell merchant?
The Kansas Supercell, the one that was tornado warned.
Was tornado warned? Oh yeah, it is. Right over Coffeeville. Does Reed camera
Mm-hmm.
still have like a visual on it? Assuming.
Let me check.
I have it up. No, no need. For so far, I would call this a bust. Definitely.
So far, yes, but the event isn't really over till like 2 a.m. tonight. So
Yeah, we're not
even
going.
though I don't,
We're gonna probably end the live stream at 9, 10, 9:15. That's when I usually go to bed. Because I'm gonna be live a long time tomorrow. So
Mm,
I want to get some good sleep because I'm gonna be up a bit later. If we get no more tornado warnings, we're probably gonna end at 8 p.m. Yeah, 8 p.m.
no, that's the one Lubbock's gonna do something later tonight, probably.
What time?
Well, I don't know what time it's gonna do something, but it looks like it wants to do something.
Not much cape left. That's for sure. A lot of it was eaten up today. Okay, new severe thunderstorm warning on that Lubbock cell. This now includes J10. So if you're in J10, get inside and away from windows. Well, anyway, we're probably going to end at 8 o'clock. Because anyway, even if we stayed live longer, we would still end around 8:39. So I can start getting ready for bed and stuff, but maybe. I don't know. Probably 8 o'clock end time. Mhm.
Hold on, be right back.
Alrighty.
All right, I'm back.
Right. And we're gonna probably most likely end in 12 minutes unless something crazy happens within 12 minutes, but that is what we are planning to do.
Honestly, I don't know really why it went 5%, but
Watch, as soon as I end the stream, we're gonna get a tornado warning. I'm calling it. Alright. So if you're watching still, we are going to end at 8 o'clock unless something crazy happens. And it's when we're scheduling to end this live stream. 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Timing. Right? It's what we call in the weather world, if you're not into weather and you're watching, is what we call a bust. So far.
Honestly, I might just go now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna end this too. Alright, y'all. Have a good night. We will see you guys tomorrow. Probably around the same time, maybe.
No, it's
And
probably gonna be even later.
yeah, later, but about the same time is what I'm gonna try to say. About. Approximately. Alright,
Watch
stay
will
safe,
start
y'all.
the stream at like 8.
Have many ways to get your alerts out into your hands from weather services, National Weather Service, local news, weather radios, many ways. All right.